almost leaving a polling station naked, and he's a sitting senator, whom we must respect. Even me, as much as I'm in a contest with him, I give him the right respect as the sitting senator. And if the sitting senator was stripped of his clothing, then your guess is as good as mine. Quite a number of our agents were chased out of the polling station to Dr. Talley. And if indeed in a polling station where we believe all other voters are voting for county seats like the women rep, the total tallies for women rep is adding up to 600. And the total tallies for the seat of Senate is 1,100. Logical sense tells you that 500 votes of the Senate. That was the most targeted. The most targeted. And when the ballot papers were being handled at the very beginning, because we have this intelligence information, is that there was a blackout and the whole carton of ballot papers for Senate disappeared. You can count the number of ballot papers in a whole carton, what it amounts to. That is why you are seeing very strange numbers here, strange figures. And so, these elections in Bomet, particularly of this seat of Senate, and we've told the CRO, so that you don't ask me whether I've asked the NEB, when we are here, we are dealing with the county returning officer, not to proceed and pronounce results that are not acceptable to the people of Bomet. The people of Bomet must have their democratic right through one man, one vote to elect any leader of their choice. And the process must be foolproof. I'm sure you people of the media, you have seen ballot papers splattered all over polling stations, everywhere, all over polling stations. And I always don't argue without facts. I have a ballot paper here. A ballot paper. This is not fake. It is real. Serial number SN 202 183 666. Marked in favor, who seems to be getting strange numbers from the sky.
Exactly.
Hatutaki viongozi wa vifaranga ya wizi. And this was not about nominations. It's about business interests.
Yeah.
When you see the sitting governor chaperoning his own legal service officer to sit as governor, as senator, and he sits as governor, and we know all what they've been doing. The most independent candidates in this race, that is I and Senator Langat, have been very easy targets and have been the most targeted for that matter. So when you look at these ballots, serial number I've read, the other ballot is SN 202 183 667, and these ballots are marked in favor of a particular candidate. At the end of this exercise, now we can give you the story. It started with the appointment of presiding officers and clerks. Why were we not involved?
Yeah.
And we know in other counties where aspirants have been allowed to team up together and agree on an acceptable way of getting impartial and independent POs and clerks, the aspirants participated. Why did some aspirants in Bomet, why were they allowed to appoint presiding officers and clerks secretly if the intention was not to steal? So, to me, it's obvious the outcome that they intend to announce. And the moment they intend to announce, they will be capsizing the ship. Yeah, automatically.
Yo.
No, we'll just say it as it is. They will be capsizing the ship. Because the people of Bomet will not accept a flawed process that will install thieves in their offices.
Exactly.
Yes, this is all about business and selfish interest. And therefore, for me, I'm not premeditating. The process is already cooked. And in any process of standard democracy and party primary all over the world, elections must be free, fair, and credible. But a situation where I get a ballot paper marked in favor of my opponent, and it is here, in favor of my opponent, and where I have credible information that a whole carton of ballot papers disappeared after an artificial blackout, and where numbers are not tallying, where Daktari, my good friend, the sitting senator, has even witnessed 600 ballots for the women rep.
Yeah.
But for the senator, the ballots 1,100. That tells you what it is. And so, for me, let it go public. I believe in fair play in any democratic process. It is not shortchanging Wilson Sossion. It is shortchanging the people of Bomet. And if this opportunity did not present a fair chance for the people of Bomet, then there will be another chance that will be presided over by another independent body.
Exactly.
And that is when we'll bury the thieves. So this now marks the beginning of another struggle. A struggle that they will live to regret. Whoever, if anybody at the NEB or within the structures of the party has promoted this undemocratic and primitive action of messing up with an electoral process that would in the ordinary eyes look good, but in proper analysis of data and facts is the most shambolic election, then they should bear the responsibility. For us who have been candidates, we expect fair play. And we raised this alarm from the beginning. Why was the CRO reluctant to meet us as key candidates?
We tried to meet.
Yeah, we tried with Engineer Musoni and Christopher and the rest. Said yes, we want this process to be credible so that we avoid certain actions after this. So even if you handpick thousands of your personal supporters here, as we don't carry supporters, it's not necessary. But if we are to mobilize, we'll bring this down to a standstill. But for the sake of peace, certain things we are avoiding. Even if you bring 1,001 hecklers within this particular president to try and masquerade that you have some victory, it is going to be shortly. Oh yes, extremely shortly. Extremely shortly. The people of Bomet, the voters, who number 373,000, will determine their senator on the 9th of August through an election that will be presided over by the Independent Electoral and Boundary Commission. Yeah, so if they could not listen to us, a whole county returning officer cannot create an audience for a simple discussion. What is it that they're hiding? So whatever outcome with respect to the office of the senator, for me, I make it very clear right from the beginning, I shall decline, and I've instructed my chief agent not to sign the results. I'm not going to sign the results, and we're going to take drastic action. And now we are energized to move to the next level. until just the people of Bomet get justice. And in that safari, we will be doing it together, very closely, jointly. And so we tell our supporters, don't be anxious. Don't. Yeah, it's not over. This was just but the nomination. And nominations of a party. That party does not necessarily have power to destroy your right to elect a senator of your choice. And I think I'll leave it at that. Now you're very clear unless you have questions to ask.
Mwisho tu kwa Kiswahili, jana mkivua wasiwasi hii mlikuwa wengi sana. Sasa naona tayari mbaki wawili na mwenzenu mmoja bwana msanifu. Naona kama anazungumza na mmoja wa wale ambao mlikuwa mnashuku kwamba amehusika katika visa hivi vya Balindiway.
Nafikiri tumejipanga kikamilifu, mimi na ndugu yangu, sababu sisi tuna mambo kuhusu kiti ya Senate. Wale wengine pia, kama mtu ametosheka, siwezi jua kama ametosheka hiyo, ama kama mtu ametiwa na uhoga na ameenda, ama kama bado watatoa malalamishi. Lakini mimi na ndugu yangu tumesema sisi ndio tumetendewa uhasama katika kiti ya Senate. So sisi tunaongea kama wale walikuwa wanawania. Kama kwa polling station kura zangu ni 200, ikifika kwa tallying center inapunguka kuwa 20. So yangu ilikuwa inapunguzwa na wengine wanaongezewa. Ukajua huyu Sossion ndiye analeta tishu, tupunguze tuongeze. Hata wapiga kura wanashangaa, hii hesabu tunaona ni nini? Tukiona vile tumepiga vizuri. Kwa hivyo hii imekuwa kura ya aibu. Kura ya aibu, wizi wa mchana. Na haswa kuangalia hii ofisi ya oversight ya county. Sisi tunafanya biashara, hatutaki mtu wa sauti kubwa, tufanye hesabu gani? Hiyo ndio hesabu. Hiyo ndio hesabu. Unataka kufanya biashara na pesa ya Bomet, na tunaambia watu wa Bomet. Sasa hii ni indicator kwamba hii ofisi yenu ya county kuna uchafu mwingi na lazima ifagiliwe. Na wakati ni sasa na itafagiliwa na tutakuwa mstari ya mbele kwa hiyo vita. Sasa mimi nimeanza vita. Tumeanza sasa safari.
Inamaanisha kwamba mtapeleka
tulikwisha peleka hapo mwanzoni. Sisi si watoto ya kulialia saa yote. Tulitoa malalamishi juzi, hatukulala. Tulitafuta CRO, tukaja tukatafuta, tukaenda kwa tallying center tena, tukaona yale ilikuwa yanafanyika. Kuna ballot boxes zimejaa huko, lakini hakuna ballot paper. Mpaka wa leo hatujaambiwa habari iko wapi ya hiyo ballot paper. Tumekuwa hizi ballot papers, hii imekuwa premat, na iko na serial numbers. It's evident enough. One ballot is enough to nullify an entire election, because kama unaweza pata 2 ngabi zimeenda kwa every polling station, chances are, and the strategy ilikuwa kwamba katika kila polling station watumbukize kura 10 kwa zile njia wamezipanga, na kweli wamezifanya. Naona polling station moja kuna kura haramu karibu 600. Hata sasa wanajaribu kubalance hesabu ya ingiani. Sisi tumekaa tumesema okay, waacha wapige hesabu, sababu sisi tumerun parallel tallying centers yetu. Tumeona hesabu, tumeona haingiani. Kwa hivyo sisi hatukubali kama.
What are your options? Is independent, and then yesterday